Any questions about super note? আপনারা বুঝতে পারছেন সুপার নোট কারা বলে? Not clear. সুপার নোটটা হলো, try to explain বাংলাদেশের বাংলা, never mind. সুপার নোট হলো আসল নোটের মধ্যে সব ক্যারেক্টার আছে, সব ক্যারেক্টার আসল নোটের মতো। তৈরি করার প্রসেস, টেকনোলজি, ক্যারেক্টার, শেপ, সাইজ সব অরিজিনাল নোটের মতো, কিন্তু এটা মার্কেটে আসে ইলিগেল হয়ে। কোনো গোষ্ঠী, কোনো দেশ তার ব্যক্তি স্বার্থের জন্য এই নোটগুলি ছাপিয়ে অন্য দেশের অর্থনীতিকে ধ্বংস করার জন্য এই নোটগুলি ছাড়া হয় নর্মালি। বাট বড় বড় যারা কাউন্টার ফিটার, এরাও সুপার নোট অনেক সময় এই প্যানেটে তৈরি করে সুপার নোট তারাও তৈরি করে। আর বুঝতে পারছেন? ক্লিয়ার? আর ইউ ক্লিয়ার? সুপার নোট bears all the same character like original note, by shape, by security feature, by design, by substrate, everything is like original. Only it comes in the market illegal way.
Genuine or super note?
I am coming later how, but okay, as you asked how we define the
How we distinguish between
fake note and super note.
Original note is genuine.
Yeah.
So how we distinguish between original note or super note? I have $1,000. So how could I distinguish between these two? Is that super note or the genuine?
It's very difficult to identify by machine, by naked eye. Only the issuing authority only they can identify the super note or genuine note. Because how? The issuing authority, suppose Central Bank of Bangladesh, Central Bank of Philippines, Central Bank of Maldives, any country, there is, I am coming later, but question you already asked very earlier, it is a question for, after graduation. But you started just, start your class 1, you ask the question. Okay, I am telling, no problem. In the banknote, there is several types of security feature. One is public feature, banker feature, and manufacturer feature. So manufacturer, those who issue the note, they have a very significant signal or sign or something in their notes that cannot read in the machine, cannot see in the naked eye, cannot see anyway. Even analysis they cannot see. Only the issuing authority, they know their sacred code, sacred sign. After analysis, they can say, yes, it is a super note or genuine note. Suppose I am telling you, in the 500 notes, in the notes, manufacturing process, they put some 100, or there is a ratio of the fiber. Maybe our ratio is fiber is 20-80. Or they put some sign like a Bangladesh Bank or any sign they put. It is only the issue authority know, public and other they cannot know. If they doubt, they send the laboratory. After analysis, they can find out whether their secret code is available or not. If it's available, this is general. If not available, this is not. Clear? Later I will describe more. Manufacturing process should be safe, secure, and authenticated. Combination of manufacturing process should be consist of different types. Source of raw material should be confident, accountable, and should be limited as well. Proven technology should be used. Manufacturing plant and investment should be done. What is this? This is actually safe and secure banknote printing technique. How to print the banknote safe and secure? There is some basic criteria is described. Number 1, technology and manufacturing process should be safe and secured and authenticated. Secondly, combination of manufacturing process should be consist of different suppliers. For banknote manufacture, many raw materials is required. So if you collect the raw materials from one source or 2-3 sources, there should be there is a possibility to be compromised. So it should be different authenticated source. Source of raw material should be confident, accountable, and should be limited as well. The raw materials, it should be confidential and accountable. How much banknote paper, how much ink I procure, and how much banknote is printed. It should be accountable. Proven technology should be used. In the banknote, there is a lot of features. I am coming one by one. Very many thousands of security features. But all features not bear the strong character to protect the banknote against the forgery. So these security features should be used which are already proved. It is a really strong security feature. It cannot be forced. It cannot be counterfeited. This is why called the proven technology should be used. Manufacturing plant and investment should be large. You know, banknote printing plant is a really costly plant. There is several kinds of banknote printing machine is required. I think next class will come in. Our Bangladesh Banknote Printing Corporation, Gazipur, recently retired from this post to work more than 16 years as a managing director in the banknote plant as a SEU. Describe about the banknote printing plant. He is also a former executive director of Bangladesh. He is really very expert. In Bangladesh, everybody in the banking sector salute him, respect him. He will take one class, I will promote him. So he will describe you more about the banknote printing plant. In the banknote printing plant, there is different types of stage, design, origination, pre-press, offset printing, interview printing, security feature applicator machines, then finishing, cutting, So the investment is very large. Any questions, madam?
We're just wondering. Actually, sir, we're just wondering if it's possible to visit the security printing plant of Bangladesh.
Want to visit? Actually, if there's a lot of formalities. I think within this short time it's not possible. But any questions, anything, I will try to. Practically what you learn, I will try to fulfill your demand. You can ask anything after, last session, any question you can ask us. Next. Fake note, counterfeit notes are very near to original notes. Its character, shape, appearance, security feature, etc. may be 99.9% close to the original note. But the notes which are 100% original but printed by the illegal authorities called super note. That I already told you. The note bears the character 99.9% is counterfeit. It's called counterfeit note. Duplicate note is just by scanner you can get duplicate note. But forced note. And fake note, fake note is ordinary fake note. You can buy scanner, by photocopy. Yes. But counterfeit is almost close to the original note. Through technology, they used, maybe the banknote printer they used, but they don't know some feature, forensic feature, so they cannot make 100% original. When it became 100% original, it became impossible. The notes machines are mainly used by the central bank for currency handling as well as to detect the fake note. But from our experience, it is clear to us that it is not possible to detect super note by sorting machine or any other machine of the world. That I already told you. Super note cannot identify any machine, or by experience or by machine readable. Anyway, you cannot distinguished. Only the manufacturer, issuing authority, through the analysis, laboratory analysis, they can identify whether it is genuine note or super note. Next. This is the actually about the note. So we can summarize the banknote. How many types of banknote? Banknote is two: genuine notes, fake notes, and super note. Fake note is several types of duplicate note, counterfeited note. So mainly three categories: counterfeited note or fake note, genuine note, and super note. I think you are clear about this type of notes. And in the circulation, various type of fit note, unfit note available. Tear note, whole note, craft note, soil note. I think we have experience. We already exchanged this type of notes. So then, what is super note? We try to explain. This is the first class. Now we go enjoy some tea and coffee. Next I am coming with more attractive. Okay, thank you.
Eloquence deliberation. We must be benefited from your impressive presentation that you made. Dear all, thank you very much for patience of hearing. Now it's break for tea. Please come back on 11:45. Thank you.
Hey, Gina, have enjoyed your tea and snacks already? We all are in here. Okay. Okay. So we are going to start our next session. The topic says the counterfeit prevention. So this is the most important class. I think you will be enjoying, and please concentrate. Okay. Thank you. So I would like to request Dr. Jala sir to continue his session. Thank you.
Should I start? So now actually we'll discuss about how to prevent the counterfeit. We discuss about the notes, type of notes. Now we'll discuss how we prevent the fake note or counterfeit note. So to know the counterfeit note, we should know the real note. Then we can compare. If we don't know the real note, how we can authenticate the counterfeit or fake note? So before to identify the fake note, we should know the character of the real note. So I am going to describe about the real note character. Normally, fake note protect or prevent by some security feature, or security feature work against the counterfeit. So you should know the security feature. What type of security feature, what kind of security, what is the character of the security feature. So now I am going to describe about the security feature. Security features mainly work against the counterfeiting of the note. Through security feature of the banknotes, we are able to identify the real currency of the world. It's actually, I think, not so important. Counterfeiting of the currency is an old story. When the note is started in the circulation, counterfeiting also started. So very old story. Detecting a counterfeit is responsible by the banknote users. When banknote users, you offer one note, I should know that it is real or fake. So the banknote user, they should know the real note and the counterfeit. Individual possession of a fake note is held responsible by law. I think the law is same all over the world. The possession, if I have a fake note, I am liable to the eye of law. Even I am losing personally. If somebody pass one fake note, it means I am losing something. Even in the eye of law, I am guilty. So everybody should know the real note or fake note. Authentication of real note is therefore plays a very important role. Next. So the very important thing, security feature can be classified. Security feature can be classified. Public feature, it's called overt feature. Secondly, blind security feature. Bankers, that means covert security feature. Machine readable, that means teller security feature. Manufacturer, that means forensic security feature. Public feature, general people, they are not actually not illiterate. So to know the note at a glance, because you give me one note, I cannot go in the machine, take, check, then okay. So to identify at a glance, the security feature are available in the note, it's called public feature or overt feature. You know the word, মানে যেটা নোটের উপরে থাকে, যেটা দেখা যায় at a glance. This is called overt feature. Blind security feature, but blind people, they cannot see. So how they identify? So in the banknote, there is some security feature. Through this feature, the blind people can realize this is real or fake. Once there is no any security feature in the banknote or in the currency, blind feature. There is no any blind feature in the currency. But for the last 10 years, not less than 10 years, it is started. Still there is many countries did not use the blind feature. First in the world, in the Hanoi Convention, I actually described about the blind feature. And I told that actually it is very necessary, some feature that through this feature the blind people can realize the real or fake note. Now you see what the day by day in many countries introduce the blind feature. We will describe later. Banker, that is called covert security feature. The bank people, teller, they deliver and distribute bulk of notes at a time, bundle of notes. So it is difficult to one by one check. So there is some features in the banknote through machine. Within few minutes they can check the real note or fake note. So in the banknote there is some feature which cannot see normally by eye. It is authenticated by the machine. These are called the covert security. Through this machine, this is sorting machine. There is some authenticator machine. This is authenticator and counting machine. This machine, if you put 1000 note here, then with a few minutes, few seconds, 100 notes, I think by 7 seconds, they can authenticate and count how many these notes and if there are any fake note or any unfit note. Right away it is detected. So how they detect? The machine, how they read? There is some feature in the banknote, and through this feature, the machine able to read and able to identify the real note and fake note. This is called covert feature or banker feature. because the banker, they handle bulk of note at a time, so it's called banker feature. Even it is called covered feature. Normally this feature cannot see by naked eye. This is called, it is covered feature. So what is the difference between public feature and banker feature? Public feature can see naked eye, without an instrument, in the light or in the dark. They can feel, they can see and identify the real or fake note. So this is the public feature. Bankers bulk notes when they recognize by some machine, by some device, by instrument. This is called banker or covered feature. There is machine readable security feature. Actually, covered feature, it's divided another way. The teller, this banker, that means it is some device they can read, but this is some machine, bulk quantity they can identify through these machines. There is some feature. What's the feature? I am coming next. I will describe one by one. So it is called the machine readable feature and manufactured or forensic feature that I told you to identify the super node. To identify the super node normally, and more forensic feature also remain in the banknote. That can be identified through analysis the banknote through the forensic technology way. So it's called forensic feature or manufacturer feature. The manufacturer, central bank or Ministry of Finance, issuing authority, they have a special some feature, very unknown, very secret feature. So this feature can analyze, can identify through the analysis. This is why it is called manufacturer feature. So feature, we can say public feature, that is covered feature, blind security feature for the blind people, banker, covered feature, normally some feature it can be see or cannot see, or some tools for device you can see. So it is called banker feature. And teller handle lot of notes at a time, bundle of notes, thousands of notes, at a time. So there is some feature in the banknote. The machine can able to read and that can identify the real note and fake note. This is called the teller security feature. And manufacturer for authenticate, this is their note or not, this is super note or real note. To identify, the central bank use some special security feature that can only forensic laboratory can analysis and then can identify the real thing. So it's called the manufacturer or forensic feature. Next, public security feature. What is public security feature or overt feature? That already I told. I try to more explain. These security features are for the common people. Common people, street people, general people. These features are called the public feature. Through naked eye or by touch. Naked eye, we can see, or touch. Blind people, they cannot see. So through feelings and touching, they can identify. So it is public feature. Banknote users mostly depend on the public overt feature. Banknote users mostly depend on the public. That means overt security features. That is public, general people, common people. They depend on the public feature. Through the public feature, they identify the real or fake. So public feature should be defendable and reliable. In the banknote, you see, everybody have the note. When we, receive the note, there is some security feature. There is thread, watermark. This is we can see by naked eye. No need any instrument. This is actually public feature. It should be defendable and reliable and eye-catching. within a few seconds we can identify through this feature that it is real or fake. So the public feature should be reliable and defendable as well as eye-catching. Next. Then overt feature. Overt security feature generally watermark, print, interglue print, hologram, OBMI or spark, see-through feature, iridescent brand, etc. The overt security feature should be proven and patent. Why patent? Because if it is not patent, it can be copied. So always overt feature should be eye-catching, defendable as well as patented. Overt security feature should be eye-catching as well as while filling. By touching, by through filling, they can realize. This gentleman, you see, public feature, he see the watermark, he see the thread. So through thread and watermark, there is OBI, then he try to understand it is real or fake. It's public feature. Normally, public, common people, while they give the note, they look at a glance and they say it is either genuine or fake. This is actually public feature. Next. Blind security feature that I already told. The blind people, they cannot see. Through feeling and touching, they can realize that it is real or fake. You see in our Bangladeshi currency, please look at the Bangladeshi currency. আপনারা দেখেন ডাইন দিকে চারটা বোটা আছে 500 টাকায়. You see in the Bangladeshi currency, the right side opposite there is a 4 dot. 4 dot. টাকা আছে না সাথে আপনাদের টাকা আছে না? প্রচুর, হ্যাঁ। দেখেন এই ডট। এই ডটের উপরে তারা যদি হাত দিয়ে থাকে, through this dot they like to call touch. When they feel there is a 4 dot, they understand it is a 500 Bangladeshi real note. In the 1000 note, yes, this is, and 1000 note, you see there is a 5 dot. When they, the blind people, their feelings is more stronger than us. So through this play, they really understand. If they find that there is 5 dot, that means there is a 1000 note. In the 100 note, there is a 3 dot. This is the, actually it is called line, interval line. Through this flip, it is also real or not. And this number of the dot, they understand the denomination mark. Denomination mark. You got that? Through this line, they understand it is real or fake, and through the dot, counting the dot, they understand the denomination. It is 5 dot means 1000, 4 dot is 500, 3 dot 100 taka note, 2 dot 50 taka note, 1 dot 20 taka note, and 10 taka there is square. It is not round. You see that 10 taka? There is square one. So this way they realize the note, the blind people. And this is called the blind feature. Okay, next.